Yeah, thank the Holy Spirit. Hello, everybody. How is everyone? How was your full moon, super full moon in Gemini yesterday? It was a big one. It's still going on. They last 3 days before, 3 days after, maybe even longer. That it is a super moon. But the interesting thing with that is it's it's cracking open the rest of December for the truth to be the truth is being revealed, uncovered, it's being exposed. And I usually use that in terms of our government, especially. I'm not saying that that can't happen in our lives. Surprising things can happen. Information that you didn't know that was around, and it's significant for you. So say hi to Kayleigh first before I start just talking away.
Talk. I am interested in the experience of noticing the best we can about the full moon as well.
Mm,
I'm looking back at it now while you're talking. I'm going to take
okay.
note.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's pretty cool because that super full moon was on one of the anomalies, one of the black holes. Uh, Huge amounts of energy come through there, and there's four of them in our solar system. And that one was the great attractor. That's at uh, the full moon was at 13 degrees um, Gemini. Okay, so then that means the sun was on 13 degrees Sagittarius because they're across from each other. But 14 degrees Sagittarius is and the sun illuminates, right? So that was a great attractor. That's like higher consciousness energy just pouring into us. And on a side note, 12 degrees Sagittarius is America's birth chart is America's ascendant. So the minute it basically took its first breath, I guess, when they created it, if we have the times right, but everybody uses those times. So to me, that says a lot of information, a lot of higher consciousness information uh, is coming in. I use the higher consciousness information flowing in as bringing in the truth, as bringing in authenticity. So this is why I'm saying a lot will be exposed in our government. And we can see that's, well, it's always things are coming out, but it's really getting pretty hot and heavy right now. And we have Scorpio in Mercury in Scorpio at 22 degrees. Well, he's probably moved a little bit. So he's just coming out. He's the last one out of Scorpio. Now, Scorpio also uncovers the truth, uncovers things. They're good at hiding things, but with Black Moon Lilith there too, she is one of the goddesses that demands the truth, demands to especially, I would say, like as a collective, we may have a fear about our government. She helps us face fears. And as we face fears, those truths come out. So that's what I was really working on. And well, last all week we had a show last night, and this is this is a mental resurrection. Like, it is up to us to upgrade our beliefs, our thoughts, our perceptions to create the life we prefer, right? And this moon, being a super moon, is helping us um, see a higher vision. How did it, how did it, mental resurrection is what I was getting, especially with that Scorpio, Mercury and Scorpio. Like, it is deep-seated old beliefs and programming and things that have restricted us all our lives that we didn't even know existed. It was just part of how we were brought up and societal programming and things, and we just kept it going. That is all being taken out of the picture. If it's not truth, integrity, and authenticity, it can't go forward with us. So keep that in mind. Like if a fear comes up, ask yourself about what is that? Why do I have that fear? Is that a true belief I have? Is that really the what will happen if I get out of my comfort zone? You know, because that's another thing. We're all in these comfort zones that we've been placed in, probably from childhood, and we have a choice. And we're coming into the end of this year. As we go into the new era next year, the end of this year, I would say the end of this year will go until the Chinese New Year on February 17th, when uh, the symbol changes from the wood snake to the fire horse, because the fire horse is all about truth, all about going forward too. And then we will have that new era start on the 20th with Neptune and Saturn and Aries, 0 degrees. But up until then, we're still releasing. Well, we're probably going to be releasing things till the day we're no longer here. I don't know, but for this part of the journey, this is clearing out the old era and what the old era taught us. That was all disinformation or misinformation, whether it was on purpose or not. Um, it has hindered a lot of us from growing in our uh, to our highest soul's potential. So you are your focus. Your focus creates your beliefs, thoughts, and perceptions, which creates the frequency you live in. So keep that in mind if when you're wanting to create something, a new life, a new aspects of your life. You can do that by changing the belief on what you have that is limiting you from doing it. I think I did it. I think we're good. Did that make sense, Kayleigh? I hope so.
I thank you for speaking so clearly. It was really beautiful. We could also conclude that since the full moon took place square the nodes, the north and south node, it
Yes.
sort of draws us into the contemplation of exactly what you're talking about, the past and the future. How much we talk about it really does take a little bit of time sometimes, and I want to make sure to only say what's going to help out. If anybody out there knows yourself really well and has a fear about changing what you know needs changing in order to become aware of who you want to become, you might want to get into the mindset that this is the time, this is crunch time. This is where you really care to make an improvement and to shift out of old ruts and old
Yeah.
habits. And
Yeah.
notice that you don't have to be afraid that it's going to be difficult or challenging. This is a noticeably improved energy, an improved support for us, and we hope that we find it's easier than we think, and then we've made it be in the past to become
Mhm.
aware of how we want to obtain our income, to not be threatened by the prospect of trying new things and going in a direction that means something personally to each of us. We find that we've been trained in our lives to look at a plethora of options that are essentially what is allowed within a structure that is quite simply failing. Now we want to look at it like we can actually acutely decide what really matters to how we are inside and find out that we can make this world change, become better through our will, through our intention, through our belief, and through our faith in the Creator. It
Mhm.
does help us a whole lot to notice much, much, much more about how the Creator is modifying this world to suit people who really don't want to have an authoritarian dictator. It starts with the idea of zeroing in on the qualities that have been in our creation here that have made it possible to have such things. And some of those qualities are indifference, tuning out, accepting that the structure is just the way it is, and we don't do a whole lot
Yeah.
about that. We have one thing we can do. We can go vote, or we can
Yeah.
say our voice online, or we can comment on a YouTube video. However it is we think we can participate, that's one little step. we notice that we can do a little bit more. And we create an expectation that there's going to be some opportunity coming for us to give a hoot in a whole new way, and to relinquish the idea that we are concerned with getting things back to how they were before. How we had things were before was what enabled this.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
it become clearer that we can aim for a higher octave, we can aim for a higher meaning and a higher purpose for the life in this blessed world. And I think that's all I could say.
Wow, that was perfectly stated, Kayleigh, because as you brought in the nodes were at 13 degrees too. So what we had was a big square. There's a big square on this chart. I don't know if you can see it's red. And that square and those nodes being at 13, it's like when it's kind of like the middle of the degrees. We go to 30, it's almost there. And so 15 would be the middle, but that's when things turn, right? They turn. And having that north node there, right? That north node is helping us dream and imagine this new world that we want to create, or our new lives, how we're recreating ourselves. That south node in Virgo is saying, okay, I got to get rid of the perfectionism, the the hopelessness, like Kayleigh was saying. This is just always has it's been, and it's just the way it is. That's not going to get us anywhere now. And as soon as you do, this is the cool thing. As soon as you make a little tiny baby step, a little tiny tweak in your beliefs, the spirit opens up. I mean, doors you wouldn't believe, and you won't know they're there until you have take that little baby step, that courage, right? And that courage is coming in. We're going to have we have this rest of this month, which is pretty hot astrologically, and once we get, which I think is cool too, Katie, check this out. Mars will be going into Capricorn. Very good. On the 15th. Now, there's a lot of other things going on, but I wanted to focus on that Mars, because Mars in Capricorn will get the courage, will take the steps, will say, okay, I'm going to try it anyway, no matter how terrified I am. Even if it all falls apart, he'll take the chance, right? He is adventurous enough to go forward and go into that unknown territory, right? And we're all doing it. I'm doing it too. I mean, it's all unknown. We're all in this unknown space, and as we, like I was saying, as we take a little baby step forward, I'm just amazed at the things that do open up for me when I do that. And we all have big significant changes coming in. But that moon last night is about bringing in clarity and truth and revelations that that would, even just individually, that will surprise you in your life, um, and to get you, to get you going. But then let me see here. Mercury will go into Sag on the 11th, so that's when he's out of Scorpio, and he's like, okay, now what can I do? He's like in creation mode, creator mode. But the thing I'm really looking forward to, Kayleigh, is on the 19th, when Three Eye Atlas comes closest to the Earth, right before solstice. Because to me, that is what, like, Three Eye Atlas is bringing in higher frequency. It's emitting higher frequency with the dust and particles coming out of it, which apparently is a lot. But I mean, this is epic. I mean, history making times where
Mhm.
you can really create that life you would prefer. We could create the society we would prefer. We don't have to settle anymore. And it's going to unfold for us in any way, astrologically. And I mean, that's just where we are with the golden age, and the precession of the equinoxes going into this higher consciousness reality. And when we take steps to do our part, spirit blesses us right then and there. I mean, it's like instantaneous. Have you noticed that? Like when
I noticed that where we're at is we have a lot to be appreciating, and we have a little bit more to clear up before we are more enabled to appreciate life here.
Yes.
We want to care about what we are asking of ourselves. We have to clear things up, means we have to notice and identify what's wrong, take
Yes.
care of it, and clear it out. And we'll get a lot of more assistance with this than we recognize yet. Don't fear where we go in a little while as a country, if you're in the United States or if you're affected much by the United States. Don't care where we go in a little while unless you want to get involved personally in trying to stop a lunatic. Be just knowing that what we have to do is allow it to be that what gets exposed is on purpose so that we can find the
Mm.
faults that were existing underneath the surface before or barely hidden before, so that we don't on purpose recreate another scenario that comes up like this.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I
we care enough that it's bright ahead, but it's bright when we go through the work to get to the brightness.
right. And then that there's a lot of people who aren't going to choose a higher consciousness reality, and that's okay. Their soul wants to hang out on the third dimension, do their thing. This is how my guides explain it. And it kind of like splits. Like we have beings around us right now that we can't see. It's not like anybody's got to die or leave or anything. It's a frequency. They're in one frequency and we're raising in frequency. We're all here together. We wouldn't be here together if we weren't raised in frequency to a certain level. I'm not saying that we're their highest, but we're conscious about it. We're conscious of it. We're aware. We like to hang around with people who are open-minded and have a bigger vision, because and it's based all from your heart and being authentic. That's it. And we can see a lot of people aren't at that stage yet. Doesn't mean they won't change, but um, in my head, I'm hearing this is about you. You focus on your own journey. You can't tell anybody else how to live or tell them what to do, anything like that. But I did want to bring up something about, was that Chiron and Mars was in a trine? Was that a trine yesterday?
Let me
There's
go
so
back
much.
to yesterday. Hold on. The
Uh,
fourth. Try to
yeah,
keep. All right,
on
where are
the
we?
full moon.
We had, yeah,
Yeah,
Chiron and Mars in a trine, and then Mercury was quincunx Chiron.
yeah.
Good
So
catch.
check. That's the wound, right? Chiron. That's our deepest wound.
And where we
And
heal.
huh? What
Wounded
we
healer. It's there
when
too.
yes, he is the wounded, he's the wounded healer. But once you identify your wound and you start working on that, you become the healer.
Yeah.
This is how it evolves, right? And so with Mars there, it's the action to take a higher action for, because Chiron in Aries is the I am. It's the wounds that any of our energy bodies uh, could have attained over this lifetime, or even lifetimes before this. So that Mars is helping us actively seek out a different, maybe, way of healing, understanding what's going on. I've heard some really cool stories lately, but I just wanted to bring that up so there is healing in the chart. There's all kinds of stuff. And it's, I mean, those planets never stop, but all those outer planets that are retrograde right now are helping us align onto our new path. All right, let's see what we got here. How's everybody doing? Mm-mm-mm. Thank
If
you,
y'all
Carl.
want to be a little bit ambitious about the change making, Mercury is about to hit a trine with Jupiter, followed immediately by a trine with Saturn tomorrow and the
Yeah,
next day. And
yeah,
when we think about it as how we want to think about things, Jupiter is the expander, the optimistic,
yeah,
benevolent, joyful. really good energy to work on a mental picture of where you want to be and how you want to grow. And then Saturn is where you're going to be able to start putting the framework in place. So
Mhm.
kind of allow yourself to think of it as the next day or two. I'm focused on how I want to see it. And I'll
Mhm.
also allow myself to just smoothly transition into creating that foundation, that framework, that structure, following the concept coming clearly to mind.
I
It would be a
love
really, really ideal time to take advantage of some of this great energy we're looking at.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it is so good because we're getting higher inspiration and ideas from our spirit team. That Mercury is an air sign, Gemini is an air sign, and that information flows in. And if you're tapping into your higher frequency, that's when your spirit can talk, your team can talk to you, your higher self, whoever it is that you communicate with or receive guidance from. It's gonna just, I mean, I was woke up this morning and I was just writing. I was getting all kinds of stuff, but um, and I wasn't even trying to. I was just wow. It's just amazing. Um, but be prepared for that. You get when you hear something off the wall in your head, stop and say, "Wait, maybe that's a sign to go a different way or try a different thing." But a trying, a trying is a good thing. Let's say this trying or how would you describe it? Like a more flowing
Opportunity.
energy. Yeah.
Opportunity, but you have to actually kind of notice it and decide, I want to harm. You don't have to, but it helps a lot to observe it on purpose.
Yeah.
To note that this is actually a really good idea, not like not
Yeah.
fall into any self doubt, but trust that energy is conducive. It's a little bit like how you want to see it is there's a flow, a harmony available
Mhm.
that really does dovetail into connecting right away with making something in the third dimension real. So
Yeah.
this is not the ideal way to look at it is you snooze, you lose. Don't snooze.
Yeah, don't snooze it. And don't pass up that light bulb moment. Don't pass it or somebody saying, "Hey, you want to go here?" or it could be anything. And they're subtle, like drops. And once you follow that, you follow the breadcrumbs. This is what I
Or
noticed. Go ahead.
one day. Bora, thank you so much for your presence here today, darling. We're gonna
Oh,
send you a lot of warm care and loving energy, and we
for
thank you for
mom.
dropping by. She's gotta leave for now, but we thank you so much, Bora.
Oh, Bora, my mom is terminally ill, and there's a lot going on. Oh, and yeah, let's wrap her mama in some beautiful love, light, healing energy. Let Keep us updated, Janet. Wow, blessings and love to you, honey. My goodness. See, there's so many things in life, right, that have our attention, and we need to focus our attention on. And just showing up is amazing. Spirit's there with you, with all of us. All right, let's see. Um, Thank you guys for putting in your messages. Let's see. It's going to be 7 a.m. here. Carl, how are you doing? Oh my goodness, honey, you got to get your sleep. Sleep's important. All right, let's see. Carl, message from my guide, Anna, whom I missed asking last time as the robot guy, but I didn't got to do the job as my associate left for Korea and no deals done. Does she see me moving out of here before Christmas? Carl, can I ask you, are you talking about moving out of the area or out of your place that you live in, like your apartment or your home? Do you have any insight on that? Can
He's
do you have
got
any?
a living situation right now that is not really conducive to supporting him having the quality of life that he'd like to have for himself and his animal friends. his animal companions.
Okay.
He's sort of having a feeling like he'd like to get into his own place.
Okay.
And right now it's hard because it's not really a good idea to go on and on about it, but just it's been hard for him.
Does he have the resources to move?
He's having difficulty with the resources. The job that he's mentioning that he was asking about last time, we did see it like it was a light idea that it could
Yeah.
happen. And I do ask the Holy Spirit to guide and help us understand a little bit better. He feels
Mm.
like he has a hope and then he fears that hope so much he puts it down. And
That's what
we
I was
like,
just gonna say. Oh my
yeah.
God, yeah, that's exactly what I'm getting. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Well, we like telling you it that way a little bit better than you think, Carl, because if you recall, when we were discussing, you and I had a session a long time back, and we found out that you're actually an extraordinary manifester. And one of the
Mm,
things that, how I would put it is, as soon as I say it, you're going to remember a divine power soul. This was from doing Akashic record work.
mm,
You remember a lot about it right now. And I want you to remember, and I want to remind you, one of the biggest, most important parts of this is when you are not in alignment, when you are not being aware of how you want to feel, how you want to exist as a soul, being important to zero in on and be clear about, what will happen is you manifest powerfully a whole bunch of nothing. And it is not how you want to feel in this life. Now, close your eyes for a moment, Carl, and remind yourself how it felt when you did get the big gig, when
mm,
you actually got
mm,
to create the abundance the way you wanted it to come in. Have that mindset, have that remembrance in your heart, have that understanding, that awareness, that knowing. I actually wanted it and I had it, I got it. Now, here we have a time period that's been almost like a testing time for you, son. And it's a testing time that feels as though you've got to find out that it can be a little bit hard. When you key into how the world teaches us to live, it feels hard. You're going to want to, let yourself, and I thank the Holy Spirit, I ask the Holy Spirit to guide. Believe in your heart what you can accomplish is untethered from the expectations created by the way things have become. Change your outlook. Remind yourself of how it felt to get the gig, the big gig. Let yourself observe that feeling. Have it in your heart. Have a harmonizing experience with that feeling. If you want to find yourself even meditating on it, and I mean actually doing the meditating, and actually focus, only feel that feeling for as long as you can maintain it. Stress out no more. Tell yourself, I feel that is who I am. And I see your question, Son, is Jesus. I'll ask the Holy Spirit. It comes from a guide who is like God, but we don't want to tell you too much. Like
mm,
unto like God, as in aware of how God would like to express through to
mm.
you. We do notice it as we personally don't know you as Son, but this being does seem to. And we want to notice why we are talking that way. Thank you, Holy Spirit. He's a friend of yours who does care about you that way. Think of it
Mm.
like you have a kindly uncle who is caring very, very, very great, very well for you. He reminds you that it is not really wrong to decide you want to have an experience of living in this realm where you are getting to become aware of yourself just as you really, really want to. Remind yourself you do no harm and you do not care to hurt anybody, and then
Mhm.
decide that, have an idea of how that felt when you got the gig before. And I do ask the Holy Spirit, if we have to say any other thing, you want to remember that feeling more than anything? Have it. That's what we have.
Well, Kayleigh, I was getting the same thing. It is, and it's gonna sound. I don't mean it to sound like it's so simple, but it really is. We're so like I was like this. We're so easily we could get the feeling of fear, and we could just live in there, and it just spirals, and it just we just live that feeling all the time because manifestation is not only imagining and dreaming it, putting that feeling into it. What Kayleigh is saying is so important. anything you want to manifest. How would it feel? What are the feelings you would feel, and do it like the meditation, like it's already happened. Not if I could please in the future sometime. That's not going to help at all. It is right now that the guides respond to the energy around us, responds in the moment. We're only alive in the moment. So the more that you can bring that feeling and dream it in big, like Kayleigh said, remember how you felt when it happened before. I mean, if you could write feeling real big somewhere around you and keep it like as a reminder, because it's important that that's that dream, then feel it, and just when you start to feel down about it or the fear comes in, I just ask spirit. Uh, I just say thank you, thank you, thank you, and then I see my dream and I feel it again. And if the fear keeps persisting, which a lot of times it does, um, you just say, thank you for showing me that option, but I'm looking at my option here, and show the dream in your head again. It is a matter of replacing those negative thoughts, beliefs, words in the moment and replacing them with what you would prefer. I think Kayleigh and I talk about this a lot, and it is so important. But it sounds simple, it sounds easy, and I'm not saying it's impossible. It's not. It's something that we have to train ourselves, because the sad thing is, and this is part of those beliefs and thoughts that are being removed from that Gemini full moon and that Scorpio and Mercury, is those programming, that stuff that told us, oh, you don't want to go, you can't go outside this box, you can't do that, no, you can't have that because you don't have enough money. When you're dreaming, make sure that there is no limit, no money, no time, no space. Just acknowledge the fear when you see it. Just say thank you and just say, Spirit, I prefer this other thing. I mean, and then one day you're just going to wake up, and it's not too far away, and you're not going to have those fears pop up like that. That's not going to be the normal automatic triggered response from your nervous system. Our nervous systems are being retrained right now. And Mercury is a very electrifying, it's an air sign. So we're all feeling very kind of destabilized. And then the solar flares and all these things are going on. But I got a, like the first card I got for you was the exploration. This is you dreaming it. This is trying different avenues, experimentation, creation, universe. Think outside the box. And another thing with the fear, or a fearful thought or word, if you're not sure what to replace it with, do the opposites of whatever that word or thing belief was. Then I got belief, collaboration, openness, alignment, harmonizing. That's um, that's you bringing your dreams, thoughts, beliefs, perceptions into your heart and raising that frequency. That's how we become in alignment. We embody the the dream. We become it. Live like you already have it. Whatever it is, I got the chariot. That's coming in fast, because I think, okay, and here we are. We're in Sagittarius season, which is a fire sign, and this is a Ace of Wands, right? This is having that spark, the ignition, and I think that you're really gonna grasp that today. Spirit is there with you. That once that ignition starts, it's like just like a fire. It just spreads real fast. Let us know next week how you're doing. I hope that helped. Did I miss anything, Kayleigh? Did I miss?
No, I felt like we gave him a lot of counsel, and I got to remember we're trying to we're planning on changing our format, you guys. We forgot to mention that up front. We're going to keep Fridays and then let another day in the week come in as well in a little while. We're not going to do it immediately, but pretty soon. If we do that, we're going to find it a lot easier to keep our schedule so that we can, make sure whenever we're able to get everybody answered, we get everybody answered. We do have, frighteningly enough, other aspects of our doings we have to take care of as well.
Yes.
um, but we're going to try real hard to answer all the questions as much as we can today. We're going to see how long we need to go to do that. And I feel like we'll have time if we can kind of be a little concise. So
Yes.
I ask the Holy Spirit to help me, to guide us both, to help us understand how to concisely help people.
And
So we
there's
can
a lot of
answer
these
everybody.
questions. Yeah, you can't just answer with a yes or a no. There's a lot that comes in, and
Yeah.
we're trying to stick to an hour, maybe an hour and a half, if the time allows. So this is why we're going to go to 2 shows a week.
Ooh, yeah,
Yeah,
dos.
probably after the once we get into the new year. Here we go. All right, CJM. May I ask who left the cross necklace on my clothes and any message from spirit? I believe you're here, CJM. I forget to ask people if they're here.
There she
You're
is.
welcome, Carl. Hi, CJM. The cross necklace. Oh, thank you. That's a good idea, Carl. Record it, and because it takes repetition. I'm telling you, one time, it's just gonna automatically click in, and you're gonna be. uh, Just tell the fear. The fear's had a grip on all of us for a very long time, and this is like at the end of this year. That's 9 years fighting, wants to hang on, but we just say thank you for being here, thank you for guiding me, but I'm moving on now. Okay, let's see. I'm sorry, CJM. Um, you left the cross
We're going to
necklace.
do a little investigating. I asked the
Mhm.
Holy Spirit to guide and help me and know what to ask. We're going to play with the pendulum for investigating. This is how I like to work with the pendulum, you guys. I'll think of some kind of logical frame of reference questions, and then I get a hand noticing if they're going to help us or not. I realize that I don't know what to ask yet, so I'm going to start with, do we have a physical entity that left the cross necklace for CJ? The answer is a no. Do we have a spiritual entity that left the cross necklace? Yes.
Yes,
Is it
I'm
spiritual?
getting the same thing.
You're getting it too?
Yep, got the same to you. Go ahead, keep asking.
And is a spiritual entity one with which CJ is familiar? I'm getting a no. Is a spiritual entity one with which CJ has a feeling that is positive? Yes.
Yes.
Is a spiritual entity present here now? Yes.
Hmm.
Would he or she like to say something? Very little yes. All right.
I
I
got a
had,
big one.
you got a big yes, maybe
I
more through Val.
did. I got a
I'll
big one.
how I can feel something. I'm getting I thank the Holy Spirit. It feels hard to describe anything yet. Let me see.
Yeah.
He is simply putting it as Valerie has the insight to give today.
All right.
There you
So,
go. I'll be
uh,
right back while Valerie answers.
okay. Okay. So, who- okay. It's a guide. It's one of your guys. CJM. It's a higher self. It's your higher self on your higher self team, your spirit team. The cross is a reminder that you are always guided, guarded, and protected. You're protected. Were you worrying about your protection or your safety and security? I'm getting a big yes on that. I don't. Um, is there is there something that you would like CJM to? I feel like he wants you to go forward, like creating something new going forward will help you um, through this challenging time you're having. It's a spark to give you joy, to give you um, a way, excitement and contentment in this life instead of drudgery. Does that make sense, CJ? Let me check over here. Haven't seen it in years. With my mother estate, I am concerned about my security. Okay, let's see. And at your mother's estate or receipt? Did your mom pass? Um, I was getting that it was his higher self, and I don't know if you heard any of it. Um,
I
that was
heard a tad.
okay. That was reminding him, CJM, not to be um, concerned about their safety and security. That they're guided, guarded, and protected. And there is by placing your focus, placing her focus. I mean, the pendulum's going crazy on something joyful, something else, something that a creation. What was the word I'm using? Okay, not yet. Not yet. We are planning things. Okay, so your mom's still here. Hi, Sun Psychic Jean. Good to see you.
Hello.
It's good. Oh, she's so sweet. Um, well, of course, that's definitely concerning, right? If you're planning your mom's estate, um, is she ill right now? Is she ill? Is this what's going on? Okay, we I'm getting this really sweet like picture of you and your mom, like yes, making these plans, and these are serious issues, right? And bring in the memories, bring in the things that give you, experiences with loved ones are more important than money and possessions. And I feel like that's what is, I mean, this pendulum is just going crazy. Is there something I'm missing? What you're saying? No. How to make this time period, right? Because we never know how much time we do have. Yes, very ill. Okay. Um, Meaningful. And yeah, we're planning all these serious things. Um, it's more like bringing joy to your mom's, you know, last days here. Hi, Mary Thornberry. Um, your team is there to say that they are uh, right there with you through this whole experience. It's very difficult. but turn to them for ideas, comfort, other. I'm getting this feeling of outside of the box, not the normal things we do. You know, when someone's ill and we're always concerned and we're always in that state of like a mourning. We're already mourning. And that, yes, that's part of it. But also bring in some joy for your mom. That's what I'm getting right now. You know, you can email me. We could go a little deeper because there is more stuff here, but it's going to take a minute for me to connect the dots. And my email's in the description box below. Katie, did you get anything on CJM's? Hi,
I think
Sandra.
Holy Spirit. I was having a presence visit, and he felt very much Christ-like, Christian, I should say. He was giving a hand, reminding us that we are provided, we are cared about, and we don't have to be afraid of lack. We don't have to be afraid when we fear having less than we anticipate, we think we want. We are creating a sort of dearth of a lack of our spiritual well-being, and in our best light we are fearless, and we are understanding, we are observing that we don't have to concern ourselves with what we get, what we don't get. We don't have to be afraid of that. It's not ever through the material realm that the good really is coming through for us. It's through the Creator blessing us. So to have a fear about it is to have a scared idea about whether or not you're in the right alignment with God, with the Christ who is leaving you a message there. So ask yourself to have in your heart, He will let me not suffer. He is not asking me to fear what is ahead. He is reminding me that Christians get taken care of. Christ does let us know that.
It's beautiful. And I got the Hierophant, which usually is associated with a higher being, you know. Um,
Hi, Linda.
and I feel that you are like this is an honor to be in the position that you are with your mom right now. To be with somebody at their end, right? As they're transitioning, or no matter what the illness is, no matter what's going on, and to keep the love at the front of this, the front of your mind. You're welcome, CJM. And please email me if you have any more questions. And we get some more stuff down. Here we go. Brina.
Sandra, thank you for putting that so well, breaking old patterns of fear. Thank you so much for that.
Oh, thank you, Sandra. Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you. That's exactly what I would have liked to say. Hi, Lori Hunsinger, Amanda Celeste, T. Lynn, Butterfly Readings. Let's say hi to everybody. I always get going in there, up in spirit, never forget. Ascending Universal Butterfly, CJM, Sandra Doe, Mary Thornberry, Sun Psychic Jean. Thanks for being here. Amanda Celeste, Polly, good to see you, Carl, and CEV 12. Make sure I get everybody. It's an honor to be here with you all the time. We really enjoy coming on and hanging out with y'all. Okay, I think I got everybody. PS. All the names have changed. Red Dragon, Kim, Grant's Modern Life, pretty cool name. All right. I'm thinking, my goodness. Way down there. Brina 41, Lauren Hunsinger, Janet. I hope her mom's okay. Are H unavailable. I like that. Tapioca Thievery, good to see you. And Gina M, good to see you. Karen Robinson, thank you for coming by. All right, going back. Okay, Brina 41. May I have a message from my grandmother Jessie? Thanks. Let's see.
I thank the Holy Spirit so much for helping us reach out to Jessie. She says, I notice I'm here now.
Oops, sorry.
Okay. She is asking that we notice that she can express herself truthfully without me having to think about it. And I want her to notice what she wants to say to Brina. I fear you are having a doubt about your creation, dear. Don't. Fear nothing. Be in charge. Love your life. Love your heart. Love your belief system. Treasure every moment. And fear less. Fear nothing. Fear less until you fear nothing. Feel good. Period.
I love that. I mean, that's what this is, Fearless Fridays, and this is what we are all remembering and get together. Fear nothing. All right, so I have 3 decks in front of me, and one of them is a Christmas deck, and she wanted me to use the Christmas deck. Did she like Christmas? I see her like baking and things before she even said about the deck. It says finding direction, you're being shown the way. And then I look down and they're like, yes, that one too. A cup of kindness. Love will show the way. So there's a lot of way showing here. And I'm seeing your heart. Your heart knows the way. Mm. And don't forget, everyone, we're in the middle of releasing. We're releasing a lot right now. We're going to receive. We always release, receive, but it's going to come in. It's going to flow in for us. Focus on what you love and value, and then doors will open up for you. Brina, hope that helps. Okay, Polly, any message from my guides and angels, please? Look at Polly's little kitty. Oh, what's Kitty's name? Kitty has a lot to say. Kitty is your buddy. That's your little, that's your little guardian there.
Yeah, they often do.
Mm-hmm. Like,
I hope it's okay to ask that the angel that was present before come again. If that, I thank the Holy Spirit. If he's asking anything, he wants to know it. Hold on. We're wanting to know if there's a message for Polly. Cherish this moment with all your heart. You'll get a big release soon enough to care about it, to care about, and remind yourself that you don't have to be a scared person when you get it. It is liking hold on, I thank the Holy Spirit. It is a little bit less than you think to say, I'm grateful to have let go of what cared less for me than I wanted. If you want to remember that it's a good idea to go where you feel help is for you, you want to remember that. Do not care about other people having ideas about what is best for you, dear. Trust your heart, trust your instincts, and fear nothing when you decide it's time to make a great shift.
mm-hmm. Are you in a big change, Polly? I got the Tower card. Now, that doesn't mean total devastation. It just means change, right? Um, but I have the Page of Pentacles, which is saying to me that you have resources available to you, information available to you. Um, okay. And you're planting a seed. Because usually when there's a tower moment, and this could be just a change of belief, a change of perception.
Cute card.
So this one, yeah, it's the
That's not
seed.
a cute card.
Yeah. So we got
The,
this crazy one here. And this one is seed, nurture, great growth, potential, possibility. And you create that. You plant that seed. I feel like there's a lot coming in for you. Coming in. And here was the Page of Pentacles. Okay. So messages, an understanding of, let's see, something about your resources, but it's not just money. Pentacles are material things too. Maybe you're moving. Maybe something is changing. Maybe you're getting a new car. I don't know. If you hear this, Polly, let us know. Thank you. Hope that helps. Okay. I'm sorry. RH unavailable. Hi, does the Holy Spirit have any recommendations on the best career for me? Thanks.
I thank the Holy Spirit. The truth is, yes. I knew I was okay.
Yeah.
First word, medical,
Ooh,
medical professional,
I got
medical professional.
healer.
Huh?
Yeah. I got a healer. I got like a artist healer, like a creative healer. I don't know what. I was just focusing in on it. Does that make sense to you at all? Like, I don't know.
I'm only aware of the words that if I thank the Holy Spirit, I ask the Holy Spirit to guide. If we're getting medical professional, that's about all I could put in there because I don't
Okay.
know that I'm getting an impression with it. It literally came as words this time, just
That's
simple
cool.
words. So I don't care if you amplify on it. I did just get that though.
Oh, there's ones now. I'm like seeing an occupational therapist. It's like, okay, and here we got fire, carnival, celebration, ceremony, but fire is also the spark, right? What does your heart love to do? What is it? I mean, we're not just having to go to work and then we come home and we do what we like. That's what we've been trying to say these last few weeks is changing. It we're bringing in a life. Humanity is bringing in a life that is it is not based in the old constructs of got to go to work, get two jobs, and take a little 5 minutes a day to do the thing you love. It is more do what you love for your uh, what you're passionate about, and the money will follow. But I'm seeing like a creative healer on like a energy healer using color. I don't, that I'm getting. That's what I keep seeing, but that's just I think that an example. And it's 8 of Wands. Like this is going to happen pretty fast. As soon as you decide it's going to happen, as soon as you say, you know what, I do want to do what I love, doors will start opening for you. Do you have anything else to say?
Well,
Kayleigh?
reminding us about the conversation we gave in the beginning about the time to make dream big and then implement change right fast.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's right there. It's right there for you. I hope that helps. Are you RH unavailable? All right, let me just let me check the chat real quick. CEV
CEV
12.
12. Would you
Mm,
mind? Could you give me permission to access your Akashic record? That's how I usually, how I often tally up things about guides. I don't have to, but I prefer to I don't actually care one way or the other, but if you don't mind, your permission would be helpful.
Our age unavailable. Okay, that would make sense. Some I'm considering it. Which one it is? The one that your heart like expands the most with. When your heart expands, it smiles. That's the way forward. Always follow that feeling. Again, there's a feeling. When, like Kayleigh was saying earlier, follow that feeling. I don't know. CEV 12 will come back. We'll come back for her if
Oh, she came in. She's there.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sure, thanks. All right.
CV12, I do have a request for assistance, so I may have a little bit of jargon to throw at you in a moment.
Oh, that's cool, Miss Amanda. Let's see. How many guides do I have, and who are they? Are they all working in my best interest? Absolutely. hmm We always have a team. I don't know if that helps. I see like silhouettes, and usually one will come pop out and speaks for everybody else, which I usually consider your higher self. Um, and you have a soul family too. So a lot of the soul family does come in and work with your guides also, different things. Um, B, who are they? They are from lifetimes of uh, incarnations where they come in and they guide you. That is that's a huge question. We'd be here for a long time because this is all throughout the universes. The thing that what might help you the most is when you feel your guides, when you feel in and you're talking to your guides, how does that feel to you? Do you feel like somebody's not working in your best interest? Because that's your guides would not do that. Somebody coming in and not in your best interest is one of the parasites again. Kayleigh and I talk about these also. Do you feel like you're having a parasite problem? I'm trying to see. Um, Go ahead, Katie, if you're ready. I'm seeing if I.
I thank the Holy Spirit. We have a little to address before we address the topic of the guides. When we log into the Akashic records, I ask for your record. It's brought to me, and then I ask, does this soul request assistance? And if the soul requests assistance, that means there's a little bit of a habit or a mindset. It can be a big deal. It can be a small deal. It's something that's having the person whose soul we're looking into a little bit out of alignment, a little bit mixed up about who they really are. And the request for assistance in this case is regarding an illusion, a persistent belief sort of that has been kind of indoctrinated into so many people. It comes up so frequently these days, so much more than it ever used to. Because I feel like what the creator's asking us to do is eliminate this illusion. This
Yes.
particular illusion is, how I will say it is, if it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger. Now, where we're at is having an illusion come forward as I request assistance with this, the soul request assistance. It means I want to get rid of this. Now, here's what we're looking at, what we ask about. Do we want to get rid of it doesn't kill you? And the answer is no. Do we want to get rid of it makes you stronger? No. Do we want to get rid of having to have experiences that are hard in order to get stronger? Yes. So the idea here, the concept is there's been a persistent belief that, okay, I might go through some hardship, but it'll make me stronger. Okay, I went through some hardship, but it made me stronger. All right, we want to address it lightly, but say in your heart, I'm ready to have like an easy ride now. I'm ready to have things flow. So from here on forward, I'm making a determination that things are going to flow. Things are going to keep getting easier and easier. I love the dog's drinking right at this moment, trying to explain this extremely important thing. Um, we wanted you to notice that you can ask for this to be cleared by asking in your heart that the Holy Spirit counsel you through a clearing, which I think means, and I thank the Holy Spirit. I guess we're going to do a quick little clearing request for you. Um, and I thank you, Holy Spirit, creator of all beings. Holy Spirit, I ask for the alignment to be perfect for CEV12. I ask that we remove the illusion of what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, which has been interacting with CEV12 in a way that has been against her highest good. I do ask that only the best ideas and beliefs are able to come through. And to give her a hand, we ask that she receive spheres of protection around and about, above and below, inclusive of all of her energy bodies, helping her to keep herself in wholeness and integrity throughout her experience of existing in this form. And I thank you, thank you, thank you. I thank. And notice what we were asking about originally was how many guides do you have? We got 10, which is a very large number of guides. Most people are operating with anywhere from 4 to 6 or 7, maybe. So you have many guides. I don't know that we all don't get more guides when we get really into our spiritual journey.
Right,
We
right.
probably attract a ton more. But you've
Yes.
got a lot of guides, and none of them are negative.
Mm-mm.
So we're all here in your highest good. We'd like you to notice that we do come from a separate race of individuals than you're accustomed to interacting with, and trust that you can understand us as beings who are caring about you very well. We do not always look into this world the way we're looking these days, but to clarify, we're taking a keen interest in observing how humanity navigates a very curious time in our history, and we want you to get a good handle on who you are and a belief system that structures itself very well for you. And we love you and help you a lot. I'm going to help this dog now.
Okay, that perfectly stated. Okay, because I wasn't getting anybody not working in your best interest, but they, as Kayleigh started talking, the beliefs came in, right? And you're going, and it was there. I'm seeing what we were talking about, the full moon and Mercury, and how we're upgrading our beliefs, and how we're upgrading our thoughts, and how we're upgrading our perceptions. And you can catch yourself. When I think, what did Kayleigh say? If it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger. Like things like that. We were all taught that. Hi, Leah. Is it oil painter here? Hi, oil painter Diana. My buddy's here. Um, we were just had a show last night. Guys wanted to check out the full moon last night. Diana and I were speaking on it. But yes, so CEV, those limiting beliefs, and there's many of them, and they're layered into us from childhood, even sometimes even in past lives. You know, you just stay in your little box. Don't venture out. You're safe here. It's. I mean, there's so many. We'd be here all night if I tried to explain them all. But catch them. When you catch them, ask yourself, why do I believe that? Is it true? Then replace it with something you'd rather believe. I hope that helps. See me. Oh, I did get one at mending, right? So I got mending here. This is you mending. See the clouds? This is your thought process. It's not like it's broken. You're upgrading it. Think of it like that. You're bringing in higher understanding, higher beliefs and perceptions and words and thoughts. And then I got overcoming obstacles. You can overcome anything. And this, all of us have to do this, have to upgrade our beliefs. So please don't be, let it, ask for guidance too. Your guides are right there. Ask them. That's what they're there for. Every moment of the day, they will be there for you and help you. Just got here myself. Mending is good. Yes, it is good. Okay, I hope that helps. What's the pup's name again? What's
Trying to
his
unmute.
name? Oh,
This
I'm
one is
sorry.
he's grip,
Correct.
uh, and he's saying that he has some romance to get to in a little bit here.
Mm,
So we could try to keep to our hour and a half, and then we'll
okay.
schedule ourselves a little bit of a breathing space for how soon we actually answer everything. Everything. We'll try our best to.
I, it's hard not to though, because there's such deep questions.
I know.
So we're
It's
gonna
really
talk
why we
about
got to
how.
do 2 days a week.
Yeah,
So
this is why we're going to do it that way, because we don't want to just come in and just flip a card. There's deep information coming in for everybody always. So that is our, that's our goal, is to help go on a deep level with y'all. All
y'all
right.
are so aware of it that you're actually really cared about in the higher realms that it is a lot to handle sometimes to get all
That's
the words
right.
out. But we're
It
going to
is.
do our absolute best to get to a few more questions before we get to wrap, and let's see what we can do.
We have one, two, three, four, and I don't know. Is PS here? I don't even know if PS is here. I
And
see it
P.S.
here.
Are you Pram? Are you Carl's friend Pram? I'm trying to remember who's who.
Mm.
I don't actually remember too well who's who in my own life sometimes. All right, bye bye.
U.S. Let's be settled to us in bonds, please. Oh, okay. Well, that was. Well, we'll go with hi, Leah. Leah's here too. Okay, we'll go with ascending. I think ascending universal butterfly is here. We have Amanda Celeste and Red Dragon.
Okay.
If that's cool. See,
They're
Leah.
all cool. Everyone's
Yeah,
cool.
it is cool. Diana's here. How was your show, Diana? Did you have fun? PM. Okay, so she's here. Ascending Universal Butterfly. May I please have a message from my guides and angels for the journey ahead? Thank you so much. Absolutely. Um, let's see here.
As the Holy Spirit's guide.
I got I got make a wish, and then I'm seeing you opening presents. And I don't know if that's just because I looked at this Christmas deck. We'll see. Let's see. Um, you can trust your feelings. There we go. See, that's there we go back to what Kayleigh was saying earlier about your feelings. Feel it. Feel whatever you are in the spotlight. So your guides are right there with you. I want you to know that oh yum, Diana, that sounds good. Indeed, good show, good show. I'm getting there for you, and they're like they're lit up, looking at you, and as they look at you, you're lit up, like glowing, like emanating light. And oh, okay, they don't want you to hide anymore. This card flipped out and then flipped on its and it's a cute kitty. It says hide, concealing, uh, know your worth. Efforts, your efforts will be rewarded within reach. Success lies in hand, but I'm getting more of your inner worth. You are worthy of whatever you dream, wish, want to experience. Let's see what else we get. What else? They're there for you. They want you to speak to them, just like out in
Oh
when
my goodness.
when you're out alone. Just speak to them. Speak out loud. Ask
Yes.
them to for every second of the day cultivate that relationship. You know what I mean? cultivate that relationship with them. Understand that they really are there. They really are guiding you every day. Uh, Ten of Pentacles. This is okay. So this is you. Like you are this valuable. They keep bringing up worth and value. It isn't so much the money. It's you are valuable. And Ten of Pentacles is a very wealthy card, right? A lot of abundance, a lot of resources, a lot of material stuff, but this is inner value and worth that I keep seeing. And it wants you to know that you go for your dream, go big, dream big, dream big. Don't limit yourself. All right, here we go. I'm done. T-Lynn, I don't think I heard you. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
You can definitely put in a question. We have one that's not showing up in uh, uh, Ascending Universal Butterfly is almost finished. Well, we have three. I didn't see your question, T-Lynn. My apologies. Did you put it in all caps?
I was asking, I don't know if we'll have ability to do it since I'm being yelled at so much over there, but Ascending
Yeah.
Universal Butterfly, I was receiving that the stars are a really helpful guide for you at this time. And I did ask in the chat, I don't know if you noticed, I asked if you do know your birth time and if you would share your date and place. And if that's something you'd like to do privately, that would be a good idea as well. We feel
Mhm.
like there's something revolving around Saturn that you wanted
Mhm.
to notice and utilize for your best interests. And we have a reason to thank the Holy Spirit. I thank the Holy Spirit. We're going to give you a hand without all the astrology right now, because and we'll just let you notice that we think it might be a helpful tool for you. We give you that a handful of beliefs are in you that you want to care about a little bit more. And a simple understanding is that while you care about some more, you're going to let some other ones get diminished. The handful of feelings that you want to like become awareness, like in a better way, are I'm happy, I'm faithful, I am understanding my nature, I am trusting and believing in who I can become. The handful that you would like to let diminish, I'm scared, I'm in doubt, I am fear, I am frustration, I am deciding that I do not care about these things anymore. Tell yourself that I do not care about these things anymore. I do not fear these things anymore. I do not actually have a reason to ask them to be present in me anymore. And then find out that you are aware of it as something that you practice a bit. It is a practice that you do diligently. And you remind yourself, I do this each day. I remind myself what I do care for in heartfelt living. And I remind myself of what I do diminish from my mind. And remind yourself each day, anytime something comes up that you don't want, that you don't decide to keep, you say, that's something I have diminished. It's not
Mhm.
relevant.
Yeah.
And
Just
it
thank
helps
you.
electrolyte practice, practice, practice.
Yeah, it's a lot of practice, but she did say she's been working on herself and a lot of transformation and changes. Yeah, and it's just these same looping thoughts keep coming up, and they really try to interfere with our progress, right? And it's like call them out loud. That's what they were saying. Say it out loud. I said, no, I have my dream. Thank you for the fear, but I am going with my dream. My team's here, and team and I are working on it. They're saying anything. Ask them in the moment. Just start talking about it when those fears pop up, because that's how you really get rid of them. Yeah, you can do it silently in your head. Replace a negative thought with a positive thought, but when you do it out loud, and they hear that vibration coming out of your throat, that fear starts to dissipate. So I hope that helps.
I
Uh,
guess I'm giving a message as much as I can do in a minute or two, and then I think I'm going to have to handle this.
no worries, no worries at all. Um, We
Is
got
there
three more still. Here we go. Here we'll do T then because I left. Who left coins in the bed at my feet last night? Is there a message or just their calling card?
y'all are getting some very intriguing interactions these days, aren't you?
Right?
Wow. All right.
Like I see like little elves all over the world doing really cool. Bringing in message, bringing in the okay, if they're bringing in the new message for the new way forward. With was that a guide? Feelings coming in. I get it's a guide. It's so on your team, and it is about messages. Was do you know how? What was the number that the coins added up to? I don't know why that matters, but that's what I'm being asked to ask you. It's a message, definitely.
I am
I've
still
seen.
okay.
Yeah, I need a number card.
I thank you so much for mentioning. Are you aware of it as the coins all say something like "In God We Trust"? Are they all that kind of coin, or do we have another idea about it? That one, it just keeps playing in my mind over and over again. I don't know what exactly that means yet.
In God we trust. I love
Yeah,
that. Well, that's trust the universe, right? Trust the message. There's something about I don't know if it's the coin number that adds up, but knowing that your team left you a coin, left you a you know sign to keep going. What were you thinking of yesterday? What were you working on? Was there something you were talking to your spirit team about? Um, they say you know. I don't know what the number what the number adds up to. Look up the number, whatever it adds up to.
the coins
They're
are in the
in it
feet.
at your feet. I get that. What was the amount of the number of coins?
And while you're answering that, I'm just going to ask a few basic little logic
Um,
questions. Are we aware of it as a being other than T-Lin put the coins there?
yeah.
Yes. Simply put, is somebody who operated a little more through you than you're aware of, who did engage with you to make the coins be there for a purpose. We say
Hmm.
it sometimes, it's like we don't even notice how we move around and do things, but we're letting you notice that it's done in a spirit of giving and of giving. We are asking you to notice a feeling of faith and belief that you have it coming. And we do ask you to feel as though you don't have to weary yourself with worrying about it. It happens to be a good idea to give it to the Creator to help you and bless you with the knowing of why you have coins at your feet. I thank the Creator. It is not a gift, it is a gift, big gift. And we want you to say it in your heart. I have a gift coming. I get to create an abundance that I didn't
Hmm.
anticipate discovering.
Hmm.
And we really love you all, but I really got to handle this dog thing. It's sort of for
I
a
love
purpose.
you. Love
Okay.
you. I will see you next weekend. I'll just
See you
finish.
next weekend. Bless everybody. God bless you all. Thank you so much.
All right, we will definitely finish up real quick. Okay, so I got 27, immediately saw 9, T-Lin, 9, we're closing out a 9 here. The coins, they're saying it was co-creation. This is helping you, um, you're thinking about something, about creating something, and they're confirming that, are you saying I'm gonna look up. Diana bought me this book, this angel number book. So let's see what it says for 27. Life plan. Align your life plan with your soul plan. That's basically what I'm getting. They want you to follow your heart, follow your soul. Your angels want you to reflect and consider deeply what it is you want in life versus what you think you should do. I really believe this is for everybody. Create alone time for yourself today without people or technology. Ask yourself what you want and free write about it in a journal without judgment, or daydream it, or oh my God, I got blurry. speak it. Really dream in this new reality. This is what we're being asked to do. Diane and I have been talking about this for a while, a couple of years. We're getting close, but we're at the end, right? We're at this 9 year. But I liked what the message said, because the message is about, you got co-creating on one message, and it is follow your heart, follow your soul. Only put your time and energy and focus on what it is that makes your heart smile. Have been asking for healing of feet and legs. Very worried. Oh, okay. So with the 9, I would say that's coming to a close. Um, are you? Bye, Leah. I love that, Lori Hunsinger. I watched Alexander's video today. The Fae are waking up, and they are everywhere. Um, do you elevate your feet? I could go on and on. We could be here. You can email me. Yes, we have, Valerie. It's coming. Yes, it is. Um, have been asking for healing of feet and legs. I'm getting elevate them, and I'm getting make sure you take your supplements, minerals. Do just not big exercise, but stretch those legs and your feet. Sorry, I don't know why my camera wants to go weird on me. Sorry about that. Anyway, let's see. Aw, thank you, Sandra. So I hope that helps. You can email me. We could go in a little deeper. And coins at the foot of the bed, which loved ones has crossed over there talking to you. Thank you, Diana. That's what I'm saying. It's a team, and they're there with you. They are, and it was the number 27. It was adding up to a 9. So I think that's, not only is that coming to an end, like a lot of these cycles are coming to an end, very layered, multi-layered for all of us. And any of the concerns we have, you got to look at that 9 and say, um, to me, I'm getting this clear that they're releasing. I'm trying to fix this. Releasing the concern over your legs and ankles. I've been using chlorine dioxide with great results. Also DMSO. Oh, good too. Now, what were you using that for, Sandra? I know I take a lot of supplements. Oh, thank you, Diana. But yeah, T-Lynn, if you want to go a little deeper on that question, but I do believe it is your team, loved ones, and they are assuring you, especially with the coins being by your feet and legs, and that's what you were concerned about. I would definitely say they're assuring you that you are coming to an end of that issue. All right, is Amanda Celeste here? I believe I have a new guide. Let's see. I know it. We go a long time, and I'm so sorry, guys. You can't do this stuff real fast. So, for Diana and I, we're always on long too. I think it's crazy. It was 27 cents. Hi, Amanda. I believe I have a new guide. A channeling friend confirmed. Grandfather type who is with me in the wonders of beauty, especially in nature. Oh my goodness, I just saw a tree, like one of the ants. Hi, Venus. Any more from them if time? I'm getting like definitely a wise elder, a tree can kind of change shape. It does feel like an elderly, grandfatherly energy, very wise, very, oh, said, everybody, put your hand on your heart. Let's cultivate patience. Like it literally is slowing me down, and I'm very hyper. Few deep breaths. Your head is tingling. Mine is too. I'm getting all dizzy. So yeah, the trees are coming in. Okay, he's presenting as both. So it's him. He I'm asking what he would like to be called, and he said grandfather's fine. That's fine. And the names really don't matter on that side. It is about slowing down, taking breaths, being patient. He's talking about patience. And enjoy the moments. This is for all of us too. God and nature. Just be. We do not have to do. We're human beings. We're not human doings. Slow down. You're missing a lot by going too fast. You're missing a lot by not being patient. That's for everybody. Very nice energy. Almost like a Merlin energy, but in a tree. Very strong. Wow. That was really cool, Amanda. I hope that helps. All right, let's see. We got red dragon. And somebody came in. Venus, was that you? I can read it for you real quick. I'm already here. So these are the last two would be red dragon and Venus. I would love any information regarding a past life that may help my highest good goodness. Every time you ask that question, I see you as a Native American female. It seems like she does have something to say. This is not the first time I've seen her. It's probably the third. And she's very self-sufficient. She's alone, but she likes it that way. She's lives and cares for herself. Very self-sufficient. I mean, she's living outside. Like I'm seeing, tent and that whole thing. Knows the land very well. Knows how to survive. So, I mean, she, that life is not a very easy life for her. So she's not, I'm asking her, what is it? What attributes? What is this that she wants to convey to you? What is it? She said to enjoy life. You didn't get to enjoy many of your lives. This one you can really make the best out of it. By following, again, it's about following your heart, but she's really grounded into the earth and very connected. That means everything to her. That brought her the most joy. It was very hard for her to and I don't know how she could have lived that. Like I'm asking this myself. Like, how do you live out there by yourself? Because I would have seemed like you need a village out, and I'm looking at around 1800s. I would say. Mm, okay, well then she just answered that. She lost everybody. and it's pretty brutal. And maybe that is okay. So she does have that like sorrow, um, deep sorrow, deep grief. But and even though she is an aspect of you and she's a part of you, um, she, you got to live a different life this time, and even though that is deeply embedded in you, it is about creating joy in this life from your heart, authentic joy. I hope that helps, Kim. All right, so where is Venus? Um, okay, message from Spirit. I see you up. I see you walking like in the city, like New York City, like in the shopping, like you know how I don't know, back in the day we used to shop in windows, during the holidays. Have you been like a window shopping? Is it literal window shopping or internet scrolling shopping? Mm, mm. And it's like you got this nice chill attitude about it, like you're not really rushing yourself, you're taking your time. Wow, you got a lot of abundance here around you. You got the King of Pentacles, which is a dragon deck, and the Nine of Cups. So emotional, um, abundance. Plus, I mean, and this is also resource, abundance of resources and abundance of money here. And then on the bottom, you got the King of Cups. So I mean, it's something you're doing. I don't know if you love the holidays, you love window shopping, or maybe you met somebody new recently. Um, yeah, it's true, Kim. It's how we do it. Internet window shopping right before I came here. Yeah. And it makes you feel good, right? Okay, so that's what they're showing me. Goodness gracious, it like it lifts you up. You know, when you window shopping or your internet window shopping, it just makes you feel good, whether you're buying something or not. It's good to just take a take some time and just mindlessly scroll looking for presents for people or yourself or whatever. Getting are you decorating, getting Christmas together? Do you like Christmas? I feel like you're looking forward to it, but you feel very relaxed about it, like you're not running around with your head cut off. Follow your passion. Wow, that's kind of the message for tonight. Follow your passion, all of us. Like all the energy I just felt from Venus, just that, you feel abundant, you feel opulent, you feel, just looking at things can give us that change of mindset, put us, help our beliefs and our perceptions change. If we're feeling down, do something that maybe this kind of shopping, uh, just the little things we do to tweak that mindset, but the feeling I'm getting from her is really just she's happy and content. Um, I'm not feeling anything. Um, you know, your team's kind of happy the way that you are feeling, the way that you're handling things. I believe you know that they're there, and you can always interact with them and always ask for guidance and um, find uncover uncover information that will help you go onto your path. So just keep that up. It, I mean, it just feels okay. It just feels like everything's okay. And let me know if there's like a specific thing you want to know from your guides, because that's what they're showing me and giving me. It's just this feeling of just nice, contented, opulent. Like you feel like it's all going to be okay. At least that's what I'm getting. All right, guys. Let's see. Thank you all for coming and hanging out with us. Kayleigh and I are trying to figure out how to do the shows a little more efficiently. After the holidays, we're gonna get a better handle on it. You know, we love doing the readings. We love giving, helping you guidance. And let me say this to all of you: you all can talk to your guides just like Kayleigh and I do. Drop in your heart and start asking questions, either out loud or writing it. That helps. um, whatever you feel guided to do. All right, guys. Let's see. All righty. Well, we will see you next Friday. Diana and I will be together on Wednesday. So we're doing a show before she has her surgery. And we are going to do an energy update, because this is a 9 month. This is December. This is closing down 9 year. I mean, and it's December. There's a lot of energies coming onto the planet, all different, cosmic energies and solar, just all of it. Mother Earth. So we're trying to make sure that everyone feels at peace, safe and secure. That's where we start, safety and security. Hi, Cat Goddess. All right, guys. So we will see you next week, and everyone be safe. Email me if you have any questions. I love you. Thank you for hanging out with us.